To the people who were responsible in taking my mom away from me, I wish nothing ever like that happens to you or the closest people around you or your family, because it hurts, and I forgive all. I was in boarding school. So during the assembly, someone made like an announcement that um, another tragedy hit Malaysia. A plane was shot down, and then I noticed like some of like the teachers on like the stage, they were like pointing in my direction, but I was like making like, why are they pointing at me? So then I was like, at that point, I got a little bit anxious. I could feel people were just like walking on eggshells around me, and that they were all like hovering me at one point, trying to see if I'm okay and everything. And I think at that point for me, I just knew that she's on it, and nobody had the guts to tell me that night or the first thing in the morning. When my grandma came, they called me to the office, and then my grandma told me with a bunch of teachers in the office. And then I was like, I blew up basically. I cried, I screamed, I ran. And then my grandma was like, you have to pack your things, you need to come home. And I'm like, I'm not going home. My mom is picking me up this Sunday. We're going out. Last time I spoke to her was right before she took off for Amsterdam. I would always call her before her flight, just to like, okay, take care, I love you, and stuff like that. But that call, I was just talking about, okay, so you're coming back on Friday, so that means you're taking me out for buka on Sunday. And she's like, yeah. And then suddenly dia macam, oh, if mom tak sempat, ask your cousin to go bring you by Kasut Raya. I'm like, why tak sempat? I thought you're coming back Friday. And it's like, no, just in case. So that was like a bit odd, like looking back, like why would you say that? Obviously I've not moved on, but I've had some people say like, it's almost 10 years, you're not over it. And I'm like, I wish my mom didn't die in a way where it got the whole world's attention. It's not easy on me too. You think I want this kind of thing? You think I like being in the spotlight? My mom was murdered. She wasn't like, he just got shot down or whatever. No, she was murdered. Like, this was a murder. And I'm trying to like share that with people. Hey, this is not some random act of war. She was deliberately murdered along with 297 passengers on board. It's not just from MH17 that are a result of like war between two parties. You could look at the people in Palestine, for example. That has been an ongoing example which should like learn from. Nothing good comes out of war. So I feel like everyone should just stop with the war. You can calm down and let's sit down and have a talk. Basically, the only time I got to see my mom was she was in that casket wrapped with the jalo gemilang. When they lowered down her casket was number 5, if I'm not mistaken. I totally broke down at Bunga Raya Airport. I broke down, and then once they got all the bodies in the van, we were supposed to ride our own cars back to wherever we're going. But when I saw my mom's van, I just rushed to the van and I entered the van. I was like, I'm gonna be with my mom. I don't care if you're gonna say no. You have to like pull me out of the damn van if you have to, because I'm gonna be here with my mom. This is the closest proximity I have and time that I have my mom left. So just let me be here in the van. My mom, she is a tiger mom for sure, because she's very garang. Like, I will not deny, she's very garang. But with her, if you don't do anything wrong, she will be your best friend. So like for me, growing up, I don't do my homework. Yeah, don't think that we're close. She's gonna let it slide because she will make you pay for not like doing your homework. but she's like the best woman I know who cares so much for other people. My favorite memory is that whenever I get good grades for my exams, she will start dancing on the road, like despite if there's traffic, if there's people watching, she'll start dancing. She is my number one hype woman. She's my number one supporter. She will always talk about me to her colleagues. Like all her colleagues would know about me, even though I've never met them, but suddenly they know about me and they're like, your mom talks about you all the time. So when the incident happened, like a lot of them reached out to me and say like, we've never met, but your mom speaks so highly of you. She like your name is never like, it's always there. She's always talking about you no matter what. If she's not talking about work, she's talking about you.
3 daripada 4 tertuduh yang didakwa menembak jatuh pesawat Malaysia Airlines MH17 pada 2014 disabit kesalahan oleh Mahkamah Belanda.
There are no words to express how grateful I am for all the people that were involved in getting my mom home and getting all the victims home. To all the people that were involved in the legal proceedings, trying to find out who the culprit is. It's not an easy job. This thing has been going on for 9 years. They have been working on this for 9 years. I don't know anyone else who are more committed than these people who are trying to find justice for MH17. And to the people who were responsible in taking my mom away from me, I wish nothing ever like that happens to you or the closest people around you or your family, because it hurts you. And I just wish that you have the time to repent. And I forgive all. I forgive the people or the person who's responsible, because I don't think I will be able to carry this hate and vengeance and revenge in me, because that's not a way that I want to live my life. I want to live my life being able to make my mom proud, and I don't think being vengeful or hateful is going to do it.